welcome to the new year, right? 2021, that's what it is. Now, with that being said, what now, right? Now, what now is when it's going to be a very big topic when it comes to 2021, right? Big thing is you guys are also applaud yourselves and also commend yourselves for those who made it through the year of 2020, and despite all the loss and all the grief and all the turmoil that we've been through throughout the whole year, we have not made it to 2021. So one thing we have to do is we have to really appreciate the days that we do have, the days that we gotten, the days that we possibly will have more of. With that being said, it's of course very important to understand that with everything that we have coming, right, it's unknown, right? We don't know what's gonna happen next. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. We don't know what's gonna happen tonight. We don't know what's gonna happen in 50 seconds. We don't, right? But all we can do is plan for the best, right? Which leads to my next thing, man, I got mine, is what is it now for you, right? What is your plan? What is your goal? What are you going to do to achieve it as far as 2020? Now, of course, like everyone's like, I can't start off like, hey, 2021, new year, new you, because at the end of the day, we don't know. All we can do is hope for the best and plan for the best and work towards it and apply the proper efforts to become the better you, right? Talk is cheap, right? Your action is gonna show a lot more, right? Yes, there's gonna be a lot of barriers, a lot of things slowing you down. At the end of the day, how you deal with it's gonna really define whether it's gonna be a new you or not, right? So whether your goal is to lose weight, right, become more successful, make more money, buy a house, buy a car, have more kids, get better clothes, whatever the case may be. You being able to stick to a goal longer than 2 weeks, longer than 2 months, right? And make it more, transition to more of a lifestyle, something you really actually want to gear towards, is very important, right? With that being said, you have to really envision that goal to the point where it has to be very detailed, right? It can't be kind of just blank, I want a nice house. Great. What kind of house? How many rooms do you want? Like, really go in detail, right? What specifically do you want? What exactly do you want? Because, granted, you can't get things vaguely. You get things specifically, right? Like you say you want a burger, right? You typically want a cheeseburger, right? Like beef, Angus beef with like American cheese on it, lettuce, blah, blah, blah. Very specific. You don't just go, maybe like a kind of burger. Then you get like a grilled cheese, right? You never know, right? Biggest thing you gotta look at is that your goals, your aspirations, whatever the case may be, whatever you're looking for, must be very specific. With that being said, the journey at the end of the day has to be, you have to be willing to take on that journey, right? Whatever dream you have in mind has to be very detailed and clear and precise, something you can see to the point where you now know a direct path on how to get there. Whether it takes you this year, the next 2 years, 5 years, next decade, whatever it takes for you to get you to your goal is going to allow you to really defer yourself from the old you and the new you. If it's something that you really want bad enough, you have to be willing to stick to it. Right? You have to. It's a must, right? But at the end of the day, it's not just about just you, right? You got to think about it. Since this past year, one of the things we got to really have to look towards that it wasn't just you going through these things, right? Going through these bad situations. Everyone was, right? So at the end of the day, you got to really look at it as our goal at this point now is not to just help out ourselves, help those around us as well. Damn, man. So what I'm going to be doing more often in 2021 is I will be donating more and I will be helping out a lot more in my community. Well, it's a new community for me, so I don't know why I can't help it, right? Never know. But at the end of the day, I do want to help more, as well as want to help those around me more often. Since I said on camera, I just cannot do it. I already said on camera, I already said it to you guys, right? So, with that being said, I do want to make sure at the end of the day, you should strive to also not just help yourself, but also help those around you as well. Whether it's a neighbor, a family member, a friend, student, whatever the case may be, right? Give a helping hand out to make sure that we're all getting and growing through the next year together, right? As a whole, right? At the end of the day, that's the best way for us to get out of this situation, become stronger and actually better because of it together, right? There's something that we cannot beat and win alone. We're gonna have to do it together. It's not my opinion; it's a fact, right? Because if you want a better year, a better you, you're gonna have to work for it. You're gonna have to go through the hard times, get to the good times, right? You cannot fully appreciate success unless you fully appreciate your failures. And that's a fact in itself, right? Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to go through the hard times, the bad times. I mean, this year is kind of forced to go through the hard times, the bad times, right? But how you dealt with things was going to really be a telltale sign of how successful you can actually be. Can you handle it, right? Another point is pretty much 2020 was a big test. And rather than that, are you fit for what's coming next? Are you ready for what's coming next? Can you handle it? Because let's keep in mind, I mean, let's be honest, big things are coming. But are you ready? 2021 is upon us, is here. What now? Right? What now? What we can do is hope for the best, right? And from that point on, make sure that we're doing the best we can to become better. Of course, happier, healthier, and make sure that we have the best interest in mind of everyone, including ourselves as well at the end of the day. Right? Right? So, without further ado, guys, you already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video. But, guys, remember, today's not the past, it's not the future, it's the present. Because it's a gift. Now live it to the fullest.